I'm going through something really challenging right now. I'm not going to say what it is, but it is causing me emotional pain. And it's fascinating to me because it makes me look back on 2020 when the pandemic hit. Something in my life happened that really changed a lot of things. And I found myself in a lot of pain, a lot of darkness, a lot of uncertainty. And overall, I just didn't really feel like doing anything. I remember I was thinking about recording a podcast episode back in late 2020, and I just didn't want to do it. And it's okay to both not want to do it and not do it. You know, like when a person goes through something, and there is emotional pain involved, you know, it's really challenging to just like do anything. It's challenging to go to the kitchen and pour yourself a glass of water and drink it, right? Um, it's wild to me how, like, you can feel like you don't want to eat anything. You can just feel like not good, you know, like the thought of eating something makes you feel like you want to vomit, right? Doing anything might make you feel like you want to vomit, right? You're just kind of like consumed by the feelings, the pain and everything. And so back in late 2020, when I was going through all of that pain and all that darkness and everything, you know, I thought to myself, I was like, just do it. Do it anyway, right? Um, and it's fascinating because I still look at things similarly. I still believe in perseverance. Something that has changed quite a bit is my perception of how I deal with myself and how I handle myself. And what I've learned is being gentle with myself is actually the most important thing. Um, I haven't always been good at that. I haven't always been good at, you know, just like looking at myself and being like, hey man, I know you're going through some stuff. I know it's hard. I know it's hard to wake up. I know you don't want to get out of that warm bed and face the cold day, right? But I'm here to just tell you that everything's going to be okay. You don't have to do a whole lot today. You don't have to do anything if you don't want to. Um, you know, we're humans. We go through stuff. I used to expect myself to be perfect and to just show up perfectly for everything until I learned that there is absolutely no fucking thing, right? Um, but in this time of darkness, in this time of pain, um, I really am looking at perseverance because I have a very interesting scope of, you know, I look back at 2020 now, and it's kind of like, okay, yeah, it was difficult. It was hard. I understand you saw it as serious and everything. But is anything ever really worth just quitting or giving up, right? Pain. I made a video, it was either yesterday or the day before, on how we utilize defense mechanisms to, like, avoid pain in life, right? Or to, like, self-soothe or, like, to soothe pain. Um, One of the things that has scared me the most in life is that whatever it is that I'm doing, whatever it is that I'm creating, you know, if something happens in my life, I'm just going to collapse, right? If some darkness comes and just fucking rains terror and pain over me, I'm just going to collapse. I'm going to quit. I'm going to give up, right? Um, that's my fear. I'm not saying that that's what's going to happen, but really this video is all about just reflecting on my capacity to persevere. And just remember that it's just pain, and that's not me invalidating my pain as nothing or less than or anything like that. It's just me reminding myself that, you know, my mind might get clouded by darkness and thoughts and pain and all this, that, and the other, but I can continue to persevere, um, because as I have heard it argued before, you know, these are the moments of life that really shape us. And I don't know how much I believe that, but what I do believe, and I really thought about this last night, there is not a single moment of life when we are not alive. You know, I am as alive right now as I was months ago, you know? And sometimes my mind might get clouded by things that are going on in my life, darkness, circumstances, whatever, right? I might be going through something, but I'm never not alive. And maybe my focus gets like hyper tuned to one specific thing. And I get distracted and I forget about doing things, and maybe I don't feel like doing things. But this is really just a friendly reminder to me that it's possible to both persevere and be gentle with myself at the same time, you know. But the one final note is that, sure, maybe I'm going through something, but I could also be putting myself through something. And that's something that I realized recently, right? There's a difference between going through something that's out of your control and putting yourself through something that actually is in your control. And far too many times after I realized that I've actually been putting myself through a lot. I really have. And I know why. I'm not going to get into it in this video. But really just when you persevere through, dark times and circumstances, awesome. That's really an opportunity to look at yourself and be like, yeah, that's a mirror, by the way. There's no mirror. It's just my hand. It's just my skin. It's like, yeah, that's me. That's what I'm capable of, And this is not about getting hard or, buckle up, put on your big boy shit. No. I don't like any of that stuff. I really don't. Be a man. No. Just be with whatever is. Being me. That's what it's really all about. Asking myself, what do I really want, right? And allowing that to aid the perseverance, the persevering energy. And that's it, Just not forgetting to live. I think that that's the challenging thing, and the biggest theme here is whenever I go through something or put myself through something, I forget to live. It's like I just want to fall down and quit and collapse and be like, I fucking give up. This is too painful, right? Just like, I'm alive right now, just as much as I was alive before, right? Just not forgetting to live, right? It's wild.